What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and we're trying something a little different today. I'm using the Spaz 12 here in these gameplays. I'm not too good with the shotguns, so I tried my best. These are the best, these are the best two or maybe out of 4 games that I tried with the Spaz. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's a little bit of run around gameplay. It's a little bit of sneak and move gameplay. But it's Fail Friday today, so if you want to be a part of Fail Friday, SapphireWings30@hotmail.com. We basically answer questions on today, and we have a very special guest who's going to be answering the questions today. We have the Gangster Grandma here. My grandma is going to give some of her advice she's amassed over the years to help answer some of the problems that the subscribers have sent in. So let's go ahead and read the first one. Our very first question comes from David. Hi Wings, I'm 28 years old and I've been a long time subscriber to your channel and I need some help. I have a 2-year-old daughter that I never get to see because my ex won't allow me. She says she's afraid of me taking off and bringing our daughter back to her. I'm not abusive, I don't drink or do drugs. On top of that, I pay child support and pay for my daughter's medical expenses as well. I don't know what to do. I'm missing my daughter so much and she's grown up without me being there, and I won't even get to see her fathers. I won't even get to see her fathers, but this doesn't need to make it to Fail Friday, but all the help is welcome. Alright, before I pass it off to my grandma, what my best advice to you is to basically take her back to court. The fact is, generally when you have a settlement or have a child with a woman, they have what you call visitation rights, and they have to basically allow you to see the child. They can't stop you from that point unless it's actually written into your agreement that you've had in court. The agreement was you pay child support, you would help keep the child, help pay for the child that you created, and part of that is she has to help the child see her father whenever needed. If she doesn't want to do this, go get you a lawyer, take her back to court. Let's see what the GG has to say about this.
I think he has the right to see the young. If he pays the child support and as long as he pays the medical bills, I would see my youngin', or I'd show her something other. I tell you that. I would do it. I would get my youngins one or the other. That's right.
Our next question is now Ando. Okay, Wings, I have a girlfriend who I've had a very long relationship with. I'm 15 and we've almost had sex. Eventually we broke up and she got with another guy whom she had sex with for the first time. And only him. Now as a year has passed and now she is pregnant. She realized I was the perfect boyfriend and no one ever treated her like I did, and I already told her that I couldn't have a relationship because of the baby, and she still wants to be friends. I was her best friend before and went out, so I don't know her perfectly. She still wants to have sex with me though. Should I have sex with her? I want to, but I feel bad knowing it wouldn't be a relationship, and also I still love her. I always will. I can without a doubt because I hadn't talked to her in a year, and I still feel the same way, but I kind of suppress it, and I do not express it. Thanks for reading, and don't say my name or email. My bad. Alright, that's the question. Let's go ahead and give it an answer. Look here. Your email was kind of vague. It's been over a year, so I assume 9 months, so I assume she's already had the baby. And one thing you got to know is if she's having babies, it means she's fertile. If you do want to mess around with her, make sure you wear the Jimmy hats. As for her wanting to do something, she's probably, you got to watch out for a girl in this situation because she might be clinging. Her other boyfriend could have took a dump on her. Now she feels like she's got to raise a child alone. And there's basically females out there that will try to spit children out at you just to get you trapped. Personally, if you want to go for it, dude, because, sex is just that. It's just sex. You'll have sex with many people that you won't be in a relationship with later on in life. But just make sure you don't have anything going back on it, and make sure you don't get her pregnant, because it seems like she's working her way into a pretty raw deal to begin with. Let's see what the Gangster Grandma has to say about this.
I think that's what she's wanting. I think she's wanting to have babies. That way she can get more welfare and food stamps and stuff, and more money. I don't think you need to mess with the girl. If you did, you sure better use protection. If you didn't, you better watch out, because she may have another one any time. And I'd be scared to touch that thing.
You're trying to say she'll have another baby.
Yeah.
Think she got a bun in the oven trying to find a father for it.
Right. She's trying to find another father for that. That's right.
All right, let's do a little bit more lively question. This one was titled Fists of Fury. So a little backstory. I used to be on the rugby team, and I had to pull out because of an injury. I ripped an Achilles heel. On the next trials, when my relatively close friends got in, I never tried to brag about my achievements. As soon as he gets in, he starts bragging about it. As you do in these situations, I took a piss out of him because he was being a bastard. Then he changed. Friends, groups, personality, insulting me. Not in a bantering way, but in a hurtful way. Of course, I give it back. This has been going on for nearly half a year, and now it's time to end it. We're both 15. He is 6'4", 230 pounds solid. I'm about 5'10", 220 pounds, almost solid, a little bit of a chubba. I think I can take him though, since I do boxing. What do you suggest? Well, this is going to be a good gangster grandma question, but I suggest some dirty fighting, because in the end, fighting really doesn't solve anything. To be perfectly honest, dude. He's going to still insult you. He's going to do whatever he's going to do. I mean, if any of the insults quit happening because of the fight, it's because you basically dominated him. And generally, one fight will escalate into another fight because pride is a major factor in these things. What you should do is just distance yourself from him. I mean, and you shouldn't let your pride eat away at you, because pride is a double-edged sword. You ever heard that people say that? And the reason they say it's a double-edged sword is, one, because pride makes you do better work. You take pride in your work, you do a good job. On the other hand, if you pride yourself in being a good fighter and you lose, people are going to throw it into your face, and it's going to end up causing you a lot of hurt, well, even more so. It's best to just avoid the situation and just talk it out. But let's see what the gangster grandma has to say about this.
You know what I'd do? I'd beat the living devil out of him. I wouldn't take no trash off of that boy. That's what to do, beat him. Beat him till he drops. If you can't do it, just give me a ring, baby. I'll beat him for you. This is Gangster Grandma.
You hear that? You got a 65-year-old with a gun with an itchy trigger finger got your back. Oh, man. But that's Fail Friday for this week, folks. Generally, Fail Friday is a couple things. I want to talk about what I'd like to turn Fail Friday into. I always want to do these Fail Friday questions things because it gives me time to basically interact with the subs. But seemingly like my new series, Mail Tuesday, is kind of intervening over top of this. And the questions are a little bit redundant at times throughout of it. So sometimes you're going to see Fail Friday doing like I did last week, where I basically talk about something that is, in other words, a failure as a whole. And it kind of makes more sense in that way. But as always, it's been your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm Audi 5000. Peace, pimps.
Enemy sound detected.